you're scared to do something, or you're not sure and you're not certain because you don't know what the outcome is going to be, I'm going to tell you to stop fucking thinking that way. Start thinking of what is coming in to your brain, into your mind, that vision that you see, even if it's crazy, even if it's scary, even if it's uncertain, and do it. Just full throttle, go through it, do it, manifest that shit, don't look back, and keep on going. Because the thing is that is what's going to segregate you from the rest of this world out there. Hey guys, it's Jen again. I am on the road again, driving back to Roseville, and there's a lot of traffic. I thought maybe I would beat it, but I didn't. So I'm joining it with joining Facebook so we can talk. So I did my podcast that will launch next Thursday. I did it today, and so I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit about what my podcast was about. And I get a lot of times people asking me about larger pores and how they can get rid of them. So I wanted to give a description of how we get larger pores in our skin. So we have layers upon layers of skin, but on the surface is our epidermis and below is our dermis. So the epidermis, what happens is the epidermis and the dermis, they actually with age start, getting thinner. We lose our collagen, we lose our elastin. And what happens is where your pore is, you have a hair follicle that comes out of that pore, right? And then that has your sebaceous gland that's linked with the hair follicle. So the sebaceous gland is what lubricates the tissue of the skin. And that's where the pore is. Now here's this pole, and then you have your epidermis and you have your dermis below. And as you start to sag and your skin is sagging, with sagging, it's actually stretching out the skin a little bit with your wrinkle. And what it does then is it makes that pore look and start expanding larger. So that is how and why we start getting those larger pores. So a lot of times it's funny because I'll have clients that come in and they have, like cystic acne, or they have really bad oil production in their skin, any of that. And you would think that their skin would be the ones with the larger pores, but they're not. They're really actually, as you age, you get those larger pores. So the question is always, okay, so how do I get rid of it? And a lot of people tend to go and have like laser treatments done, right? They say laser treatments will tighten the tissues of the skin and they'll do all of that, which yes, they do it, how do I say this? They do it in a short period of time, meaning that when you go get the laser done, you are causing wound repair on your skin, or wound damage. So with the wound damage, just like anything else, if you cut yourself or you nick yourself, you do anything, you cause inflammation in your body. So what you're doing is you are causing a wound on the surface of your skin, which is causing inflammation in your skin, which makes your skin appear tighter, and it makes your pores appear smaller. But what you don't seem to understand is what the laser is doing is it's actually damaging the tissue of your skin, and eventually will start thinning out that tissue, which will make it worse. So I have seen a couple people who have gotten like a series of 3 laser treatments on their skin for, larger pores. I think some were for pigmentation, and it will actually make those pores like permanently like that. So my story to you is try to do as much to your skin to where you're not inflaming your skin. And that even goes for like peels, and it goes for constant trauma to your skin. Now, if I'm doing a peel with one of my clients for pigmentation or melasma, and really that's my last step to do it, then that's my last step to do. I would rather do other alternatives before that. So now going back on how do we fix the problem of having the larger pores. So there's not many products that are out there to help them. There's products a lot of times that you can get that will make them appear smaller. But like I said again, they appear smaller because they're inflaming the tissues of the skin. So it's probably like a harsher product that you're putting on your skin. So I have come up with, well, it's called a trioxylene. That is in one of my products. And what that does is it actually makes your skin start to talk to itself, and it starts to like bind them back together to actually start healing the tissues of the skin back to where it was before. So it almost like starts to, not to thicken, but it like makes the waves for the cells to start regenerating and start to repairing themselves. That way that structure can actually start building up properly the way that it used to be when you were younger. Now, to get down to the papillary layer, which would be like your dermal layer, your bottom layer of your skin, that is when you're gonna come in with more of like your really good potent vitamin C's. Be careful on the vitamin C's though, because some of your vitamin C's can definitely be a strong acid form that can cause more damage. So you want to really be careful. I carry a vitamin C that I love, and it actually has like a DNA repair structure in there to actually help to repair the DNA structure from underneath the tissues of the skin. And then usually at that point, you want to start looking at like growth factors for your skin, things like that, that they're actually going to help to start repairing the underlying tissues of the skin and build back up and kind of thicken up those layers and get your skin more plump again, because that's what we need as we get older. And unfortunately, you see a lot of these women that are doing, and I am totally for Retin-A depending on what type of Retin-A it is, but a lot of these women swear by Retin-A that it makes them look younger, it makes them look youthful. But when you look at these people's skin, the Retin-A is actually, it makes their skin shiny. And what happens is Retin-A is constantly exfoliating your skin, right? So it's like nicking and nicking and nicking and nicking your skin to the point to where you're constantly exfoliating, where you're more prone to more sun damage because your skin is so agitated. And then on top of that, you are getting the sun exposure on there, and then your skin is actually starting to thin out. I mean, it's just getting thinner and thinner. So I usually tell my clients that love their Retin-A, that can't get away with it, is to really back off and only do it every now and then during the week. But there's so many different Retin-A's out there. So like I carry one that has a retinol hydrate, which is a different form of Retin-A. So what it does is it actually will work underneath your skin cells at that dermis layer to start producing that collagen and elastin that actually is the collagen and elastin that you want in your skin to form long term, to where the Retin-A's that are out there cause your collagen and elastin, which are wound repair collagen and elastin, because it's trying to repair your skin. So that means that your skin is constantly in inflammation, to where then you're damaging your skin. So think of things like internally. Say you constantly eat something that you know you're allergic to, but you like it, so you keep eating it, and your allergy is just going to get worse and worse and worse, and eventually it's going to cause long harmful issues for your body, right? It's the same thing for your skin. And a lot of people just don't know that. They think, oh, I use this product, my skin is really plump right now, it's a little red, but it's plump, it looks great. But what you're doing is, longevity wise, of using that product for like 6 to 8 months, you're actually making your skin older. You're making your skin age. So people say to me a lot of times, wow, your skin looks great. I'm 41, or I'll be 41 in June. And I feel like my skin is actually in really great condition. But I don't really use that many products on my skin. So my typical things that I use on my skin are a really great cleanser, a really good balancer. I use my amazing vitamin C that I have at my office, and it's called Derm Repair. I love that. I use the Derm Repair, and then I definitely put on my sunscreen, and I use like my Jane Iredale makeup over that. That has a great sunscreen. And then at nighttime, I pretty much do the basic of the same thing. I'll cleanse, I'll balance my skin, and then I'll switch off. I'll do, like the Retina Hydrate, and I'll switch off with like our recovery that we have at the office, and that will help to build up the cell wall. And then I'll throw in maybe some growth factors through the week on my skin. I just want to get this out there because I feel like that's why I started my podcast, is because so many people are just misinformed, and they think that lasers are the best things for them, or they think that, harsh skincare products are going to change their skin. And honestly, because I see it every single day, that a lot of that stuff can harm your skin over a period of time. I would rather my clients be on quality products and get less treatments from me, because their skin is going to regenerate a lot faster if they're using quality products on their skin versus getting deeper treatments every month or every 6 weeks. So that went on a tangent, but hopefully that helps with like the large pore issue. So
in
I really
4.9 miles. Exit to exit 1038, Douglas Boulevard East.
Sorry guys, I'm heading to my other office. So I just wanted to shoot that out there about large pores, kind of explain the structure behind why they form, and that kind of maybe help to guide you guys on maybe what not to do to make them worse, where a lot of people say, oh yeah, it will make it better, but long term it won't. Really do your research, really educate yourself. Don't just go to a clinic and think that they know what they're talking about, because a lot of times they're just taught by people that are selling the machine, or they're people that are actually selling the product. They're not really educated on stuff. So anyway, that's my spiel for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. But if you ever want to know, check out my podcast. It's called WTF is Beauty Anyway, which is what the fuck is beauty anyway. So I have that going on, and then I also have men's skincare launching, hopefully it should be coming out about April, so you guys can check that one out. That's going to be a little bit more invasive than what I have for my female line, because the men's skin is definitely a little bit thicker than women. So on that note, happy Tuesday. Have a great day, you guys, and hopefully you got some really good information off this.